Yes, my people, welcome to another video with me, your boy Prozech. And you already know what we do here. We talk all things sneakers, kicks and crepes. And today you're probably wondering to yourself, with Christmas around the corner, where you're going to pick up your sneaker presents or the presents for that resident sneakerhead in your life. Well, today I'm going to share with you my top 10 spots to pick up kicks this Christmas, and I'll give you my opinions on each. Obviously we're talking shops, we're talking apps, we're talking websites, so all available, and I'll put some links in the descriptions below. And yes, let's get into this video. In at number 10, I've actually called these, I've grouped a few of them together. I've called these the Authenticator resale apps like StockX, apps like Goat, apps like KLEKT, and also Bump as well. You can add to that list. So one of the main benefits of using an Authenticator app is just that they will authenticate the shoes. So you're never gonna get, or you should never get, a fake pair of shoes. You should never have to even worry about that. The thing that you're probably gonna have to worry about when you're using apps like this is the price. It's gonna be pretty high. You're always gonna have to pay a premium, or when I say always, there are the odd times where shoes will go down in value that you actually like and you can pick them up at a discount. But for the most part, the shoes that we all want, the hype shoes and stuff, are gonna be at a premium, and that premium can range from 10, 15, 30 pounds or whatever to £1,000. Like, it's crazy. So just bear that in mind. Obviously it's an option, but there's probably more cost-effective options out there. Okay, in at number 9, I've called these, and this is another grouping, so I am cheating a little bit, but bear with me, you'll understand where I'm coming from. I've called these the high street kicks, and when I say high street kicks, I mean the big boys, Footlocker and JD Sports. These companies, obviously super well known worldwide companies, in the UK, the US and all across the globe. So amazing for choice, in the sense of, for general releases, these are probably the best places you can go. They're going to have huge amounts of offers on, especially around Black Friday, Cyber Monday, that whole weekend, all the way leading up to Christmas. They're going to have a bag load of offers. So yeah, these are the companies that you're going to want to go to if you're trying to get regular trainers that are available throughout the course of the year. On the flip side, for hype releases, especially for Footlocker, it is really difficult to cop on these websites. Footlocker's the one I've used the most in this regard, but they have a really terrible virtual line system that, like, you're waiting in line, so you're refreshing, and then you're not meant to refresh, but you refresh anyway. It's all the same thing, and then you end up getting in and it's there, but you can't put it in your car, and you're going back and forth. Or you try and do that thing where you open multiple windows and one gets in, and you try and do it, but then it kicks you out, sort of thing. It is a really tough way to cop kicks. For me, the copping kicks on Footlocker is a really stressful experience, and that's probably one of the reasons why it's coming at number 9. So in at number 7, yes my people, first of all, let me apologize firstly for this, using some weird camera on my phone and that, but secondly, obviously I missed number 8. Now let me get my excuses out of the way now. I did do number 8, but for some reason I forgot to record it. You know them ones there. So let's do number 8 now. Now number 8 is actually Office/Offspring. Offspring are the more hype arm of the business, and Office are the more general release arm. Offspring now are what I'm really going to focus on when it comes to the hype kicks. Now Offspring mainly have their hype kicks, their drops on Instagram. So number 1, if you're not on Instagram, you're kind of out the loop from my understanding. Number 2, if you've got big fat fingers like this and you're trying to jump on an Offspring drop, it's gonna be a long day for you. They usually will ask you to, like, do something super techie, put an emoji, put a sentence, put your size, put all this jazz in there, and they'll only give you like a 30-minute window or whatever, like, and it's really long. So it's just one of them things, like, if you've got the time, if you've got the energy, and you've got the skill and the finger size to do it, then do your thing in it. I mean, there are a lot easier ways to get on a raffle list or to get on a first come first serve list. So it's just whether you've got the time and the energy to do it. It's just one of those things. But once again, great company. Actually, if you check in the description below, there is actually a discount code. I think that discount code is still going to be valid for the next couple of days, so jump in if you can. 20% off. You'll also be supporting the channel, which is supporting your boy. And now let's get back to number 7. Peace. So in at number 7 is a company called Hanon. Now Hanon is a UK based company. I think they're based somewhere up north, and yeah, they're a good company. They're pretty in my opinion pretty standard in regards to exclusivity, so they will be getting a lot of the exclusive drops and the hype kicks. They're probably not up there as some of the other names that I'm going to be mentioning on this list, but they're pretty decent. The one thing that is a negative about Hanon is that they don't do free returns. It's a bit weird in 2020 for us to say a company doesn't do free returns, but they don't. So if you are sending anything back, you're going to have to pay to send it back, which is pretty weird in my opinion. But yeah, good company. Careful what you're getting, because if you're sending it back, it's going to cost you a little bit. And let's go to number 6. So in at number 6 is Footpatrol. Footpatrol is a really cool company. They've got a really good website. They have great exclusivity, so you're going to see some amazing kicks there. All the kicks that you'd see on all the big sites, you're going to see on Footpatrol. The only negative thing I have to say about Footpatrol is in year 2020, these guys don't double box when they send their stuff, man. So they're sending you stuff just in plastic. The boxes have been damaged, and it's annoying because obviously if you're reselling, you kind of have to explain that to your customer, or if you're giving it as a gift, it's kind of weird and kind of annoying that you're giving a gift that's kind of slightly damaged, people thinking that you're getting from bargain basement, but really the hat kicks and it's just making you look weird. So it's just one of those things you've got to bear in mind, especially if you're buying it as a gift. Similar can be said for actually the company that comes in at number 5. Number 5 is Size Launches. Now before I get into that side of it, Size Launches is a really cool app. It's actually the app for Size, and we all know Size is a massive shoe retailer in the UK. Size is a great company, and they've got great exclusivity, really good. Their app is really good. It's probably one of the best apps out there for raffles, because you can sign up really quickly to various different things. It saves your details and everything like that, so all you need to do is just log in and go to whatever one you want to sign up for. And yeah, they've found a system that really works, and it's really simple. It doesn't require you to do anything super difficult or technical. As I said, they don't double box, so it's just one of those things where it's just annoying. It's like when you win, then you're worried about, or when it gets here, what's it gonna look like, sort of thing. When you're buying on the personal, it's a bit less of an issue unless you really hold on to your boxes. But like when you're giving away as gifts, or when you're reselling it, it is an issue, and it's something that you're just gonna have to sort of take to bite the bullet on. So just bear that in mind when you're buying from these companies. And with all that being said, let's get into number 4. So we've hit the top, we're in the top 5 now. This is number 4. Number 4 is a company called SneakersNStuff, abbreviated to SNS. Really cool company coming out of Sweden. Amazing flip for exclusivity. They've actually updated their app since I've been using it, so it's even better than it was before. They actually do redraws as well. There's a couple of chances you can get to win. They have really exclusive kicks. The only thing, and this is a thing annoying for me as a reseller, more than a person that buys kicks, but it could affect you if you just bought kicks from there. Be sure the kicks you want to buy, especially if you're doing their online raffles, because their online raffles are distributed out of Sweden. Obviously Sweden is part of the EU, but for some reason, if you're sending things to Sweden, it's in a different category at the Royal Mail and other EU countries, right? So it is quite expensive to send things back there. So just bear in mind. So whenever I go onto the SNS app, I always I'm like double and triple checking to make sure that the shoe I want to get from there, or the shoe that I'm signing up for on their raffle, is a shoe that, number one, I want for my collection, or number 2, I know is gonna sell. You don't want to take any chances. There are a lot of companies in the UK that you can take chances with because they've got free shipping, and essentially, if all else fails, you can just take it back to the shop. But obviously with companies that are in the EU or even further afield, you can't really be running it like that, so you need to be a little bit smarter. So just bear that in mind when you're buying your kicks. But once again, SNS, great company, in at number 4. So now we're in the top 3 now, so this is the upper echelon in my opinion. Once again, this is all my opinion. I haven't followed the list or anything like this. This is just based on my experience using these companies and what I've got from them and stuff like that. So yeah, just bear that in mind. As I said, I will be putting all the links to these companies below and dropping all the names and stuff, so feel free to follow those links and stuff. Number 3, it's a good company and it's in their name. It's Goodhood, UK based company. As I said, really cool, massive amounts of exclusivity. They basically pretty much pick up everything. Similar levels to the SNSs and the other ones further down the line, but they're based in the UK. So any issues with shoes, sizings, and all that sort of stuff, very easy to resolve. And as I said, you can send things back there at free of charge, which is also a massive plus. And in fact, I actually recently won a pair of kicks from Goodhood. Really cool. Let's see if you can work out what ones I've got. This is the box. It's a Nike pair there. I'm not going to open it just yet. I'm just going to give you a chance to read it. You can see what it says there. Hopefully you can. If you want to see that video, the video is coming anyway, but if you want to see that video, give this video a like. Look at this cool box, man. It's really sick. Looking forward to having a look at those shoes. But yeah, Goodhood's really cool company. I won that raffle 2 or 3 days ago, and yeah, it's here straight away. So yeah, let's get to number 2. So in at number 2, and I would say it's only number 2, and I'll make it clear when I go through the number 1, but in my heart, this company is number 1 in a lot of areas. And I'm actually talking about a company that I buy from a lot. It's this company here. Yep, they are End Clothing. And in fact, this jumper, this Fear of God Essentials jumper, part of, I think it was autumn winter last year. Yeah, I picked that up from End. They do amazing sales. They've got amazing exclusivity. In my heart, they're number 1. They're number 1. Customer service, promptness of delivery, just exclusivity. Like from an independent standpoint, obviously they're an independently owned company. They do streetwear and they do footwear, and they're obviously they're massive when it comes to kicks. But from an exclusivity standpoint, they're number 1. They get everything, every trainer you could ever think, like from a hype perspective. So every hype kick that's coming out, you might not see every hype kick on Hanon. You may not see every hype kick on Size. You may not see every hype kick on some of these other brands, but you're gonna see every single one and more on End Clothing. I can say that for nothing. I've used the company. I know they're good, and in my mind, they're number 1. So once again, great company. Obviously, link in the description below if you're thinking about gifts for the family or thinking about getting something for yourself. Couldn't recommend it anymore. Once again, not sponsored, but just like really happy customer. I'm willing to give them this platform and just let people know that, you know, it's a good company out here. Use them if you want. If you don't want to use them, don't want to use them, that's absolutely fine. And now, with all of the End love out the way, let me get to the number 1 spot, and I think most of you are probably gonna know what number. So yes, we are at the end of the list. It is number 1 we are talking about, and I've done something a little bit naughty. I've actually got a joint number 1, because I've called these websites, apps, or whatever, the brand apps. So when I say brand apps, I mean the sneakers app for Nike, I mean the Adidas app for Adidas. All of the various different companies that we buy shoes from, their own app, their own website, that's always going to be number one. It's always going to be the best place to pick up your kicks. If you're trying to get the most exclusive kicks, you're trying to get the trainers that are the best, you're trying to get them from the actual source, that's the best place to get it. I mean, all these other companies are amazing, and obviously it's important to do it, but if you can get it from the source, get it from the source. So I would always recommend, if you want to get kicks from if you want to get exclusive kicks from Nike, get the sneakers app on your phone, utilize that. Same with Adidas, get the Adidas app on your phone. The best place to pick up your kicks is from direct source, man. So yeah, go to the source, just have the apps that they have them, the websites, like link all those things up and make sure you know what's going on. And yeah, man, that's number one. I really enjoyed this video. Let me know what you're thinking with the top 10. Obviously it's in a bit of a weird way and I have cheated a little bit, but let me know your thoughts and feelings. If you've enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a like, hit that like button, hit me up in the comments, and once again, we are pushing hard to try and get 250 subscribers before the end of the year. I'm gonna putting out a lot of content, so guys, come shout me, support me. As I said in the video, there are some affiliate links in the description below for some of the brands that I mentioned. Not mentioning them specifically for that, but obviously it's a win-win if you can get some money off buying your items and support the channel at the same time. It's a bit of a win-win. My socials at Prozech on Instagram and Twitter. That's where I sort of post on a weekly basis, semi-daily basis, weekly basis, whatever. I'm trying to improve. So guys, the best way I can improve is if you holler at me, so feel free to do that. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, you can only be new once. Please jump in comments, hit me up. Like, it's a family thing out here. Feel free, and yeah, please make sure to subscribe and check out my other videos. I've got loads of other cool videos, and I'm bringing out loads more content before the end of this year. Once again, thank you so much for your time and watching this video. I've been Prozech. I'm signing out. Peace.